On this episode, we'll be talking about a collaboration between Clarkston-Independence District Library and the Clarkston Community Schools, a project called Book Buzz.
Book Buzz is something that we started several years ago. It really started from an idea that I had found on a blog, which a bunch of youth librarians have blogs, and we share all of our inspirations and ideas. And another librarian had been doing book talks at one of her schools. Now, I never actually saw one of her book talks, but I liked the idea of it because I love books. And I love especially middle grade fiction, which is huge right now. And there was a teacher who I already had a connection with. She was a frequent patron of the library, Jennifer Bracilo. And I just pitched the idea to her one day, and she said, okay, come. So we took 4 books to her classroom and we talked about them. And we didn't just, read off the inside cover. We actually gave the kids some background of the story. We asked the kids questions. It was kind of an interactive presentation. And we do all 4 books in about 20 minutes. And we thought that would be like the one time we did it that year, but Jen asked us to come back every month. And so the book Buzz has grown from there to include 4th grade at Clarkston Elementary, 4th and 5th grade at Bailey Lake Elementary, and we started a program with North Sashabaw last year for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, where we do the exact same thing. We talk about books, we get kids excited about them. We bring books that are new and are quality, and the kids seem to love them. We see the kids come into the library to check out the books if they're not available in the classrooms. We just want to inspire kids to love to read.
We're really excited about the Book Buzz program that we've been doing in the elementary schools. It's a really fun and exciting program, but people don't always realize that it actually has a deeper purpose and deeper meaning. It really is stemming from concerns that people have heard in the news about 3rd grade reading level perhaps not being as high as it should be all over the state of Michigan. And this is a great way that we can go in and talk to kids and inspire them to read independently. One of the best ways to get kids to improve their reading is doing it on their own and reading with family and friends and doing it because they want to, not just because they need to.
The cat keeps jumping on the counter where they make the pizzas, and that's like against all the rules of owning a pizza shop. Like, you can't have a cat who jumps in a litter box, right? Jumping on the counter where the food is being prepared that you're gonna try to sell. So he doesn't know how he's gonna solve the problem, but for now, because he just started at this store, he thinks maybe leaving his cat at the hotel will be a good solution in the short term. Well, Tabby is kind of bored for the summer, and she decides she's going to figure out why Lizzie keeps jumping on the counter. So the one I think I brought last year was called Skunked. It was about a skunk. Do you remember that? Well, it's a good book for 2nd graders. It's a good book for 3rd graders. They're really fun, and they're historical fiction. This one's called a Prickly Problem. Can you guess what kind of animal it might be about?
Porcupine.
A porcupine. Yeah, good guess.
We have been very fortunate to have a partnership with the library and through a grant that you all have given us to get books into our classroom. The program is great because Mrs. Bedford has worked with us as the teachers to talk about books that would be high interest for our kids, books that have characters like our kids, and to bring nonfiction into our school. Then she's worked with Mrs. Kuhn, our reading specialist or literacy coach, to get books that are the appropriate level for our kids. And then those books have actually, she comes and she talks to them, and then they come to our library in our classroom. And the greatest thing is the kids are so excited to get new text. There's wait lists in every classroom for the kids to actually read the books. It's introducing new series. It's getting reluctant readers to want to read, except they can't wait to tell Mrs. Bedford what they liked and what kinds of books they want to see next.
Mrs. Bedford and I have been working together for a few years now. Feel super lucky to have her, but she gets to come talk to my kids about some new books, which is where that energy from the Book Buzz name comes from. That I feel like as a teacher, I'm always helping kids try and find books, and it's easy to kind of fall back upon the books that all the kids know about. So what really makes this program awesome is that when Miss Tracy comes and talks about new books for my class, she really has this way, and her colleagues do too, is getting the kids excited about new reads, hot reads, maybe we call them, from the library. And she tells them just enough to get the kids interested, and then once they're interested, they kind of tell me what books kind of pique their interest the most.
It gets us so excited to read the books. And then there's like a huge line of kids who love their books.
Lady that comes in, she's really nice, and I think when I get to read another book, it'll be just really good.
The Book Buzz is really cool, and both the books I read from it were amazing.
And it really just gets my kids reading books that they probably would have never picked up had she not come and introduced those to our class. And then the best part of it all is she leaves the books with us, and then they become part of our classroom library.
That's all for this episode, but we've got more to share with you next time on Make Your Optimism Come True, made possible by the Clarkston Area Optimist Club.